The road to 2027 general election has started, and it's now becoming clearer that
DJ, hapana leta mchanganyiko.
UDA and ODM will work together. We saw President Ruto in Migori. There was Pinyi Luo festival. Yeah, uliona President Ruto alikuwa na jibamba, alikuwa na, there were leaders from Luo Nyanza. People from Luo Nyanza are embracing President Ruto, and that goes to tell you that Luo Nyanza is a region that will go to President Ruto's side. I know people say that, okay, there's unity in ODM and all that, but what is clear is that Luo Nyanza is ready for President Ruto, and you saw President Ruto while there, and ni mtu ambaye ako nyumbani and is happy, and those leaders from Luo Nyanza across the region are definitely happy. And maybe the only people that sort of appear to oppose or that or to question, someone like James Orengo. James Orengo is questioning, are we gonna just support President Ruto that way? James Orengo wanted a situation where ODM supports Kalonzo, but you see, James Orengo is someone who has been given an opportunity, to govern Siaya County, but is he delivering? He's not delivering as people expected, given that he's someone who has been fighting for social justice, human rights, and what have you. But when it comes to governance, he's not a great leader. But what remains clear is that UDA and ODM are going to work together. So President Ruto is sure of over 2 million votes from Luo Nyanza. So as we go into 2027, remember this, President Ruto is going to be a strong presidential candidate, something that I've always maintained because of UDA ODM combo. I say this, when you have a combination of UDA and ODM, it becomes difficult to beat that combination or that partnership. And President Ruto continues to talk about Raila, and you saw the renaming of Talanta Stadium, to Raila Amolo Odinga Stadium. That is not just an issue of changing the name. It has a political statement, and it goes to recognize Raila as a statesman, as a national hero. And the person making all that possible, it is definitely President Ruto. So Raila supporters, people who love Raila, will see President Ruto as someone that really meant good for Raila. And because of that, we shall elect him. That is gonna happen. And you'll be watching some clips here where you definitely see President Ruto happy, enjoying this, enjoying the decision of the Luo community, to regard him as a Luo elder. Yes, President Ruto has been crowned Luo elder. And that is not just an issue of, calling him a Luo elder. It's a political statement that will definitely shape 2027 politics. So guys, I maintain that Luo Nyanza is there for President Ruto. I know people like Babu Owino will push a narrative that no, we still have Kalonzo Musyoka and Raila did not tell us to support Ruto. But for Babu Owino, put him aside, because Babu Owino is doing what I call self-immolation. Self-immolation. Now, what that means is that unajitoma. Mwana, like you set yourself ablaze, unaanza kujitoma. You've seen the issue of Maverick Awoko. Maverick Awoko has been attacking the Odinga family, and Maverick Awoko actually works for Babu Owino, even though Babu Owino says that Awoko has that freedom of expression and she's independent, like she does her work without him, directing her on what to say. But when it comes to the issue of perception, Babu Owino has a lot to do. So there's no way Babu Owino will go to Luo Nyanza and tell people that no, let's not follow what these other leaders are telling us and support Kalonzo. That is not going to happen. So the opposition President Ruto will get from Luo Nyanza is definitely weak, because what is going to happen is that people who are going to oppose President Ruto in Luo Nyanza do not have a big say, like they say people like Oburu Odinga, Gladys Wanga, and Yang Nyong have in the region. when you have people like Gladys Wanga, Anyang' Nyong'o, George Kaluma, you have Atieno Molo, those people will definitely put their minds together and say we are doing whatever possible to make sure that as a Luo community we are in government, and we are in government through our partnership with UDA. So that partnership is unbreakable even though there is opposition. So I want you to look at these clips, and from there you'll actually understand that President Ruto is confident of re-election, and is there for Westerners or those from Western Kenya, including Nyanza, and is going there with the goodies. I remember saying this: President Ruto is redeeming himself, and President Ruto will rubber stamp his authority in Kenyan politics, and Raila supporters will rally behind President Ruto. So we pray that Kenya will be stable, and we pray that we shall have competitive politics where we respect each other's decision. And when you look at opposition is definitely losing momentum. Yes, the opposition is losing steam. Look at how they're campaigning right now. The one-term, sloganeering or chanting is gone. And President Ruto is now becoming stronger and stronger for 2027. So this Pinyi Luo festival has confirmed further that President Ruto is someone who has already been embraced by Raila's supporters. And President Ruto is there to protect Raila's legacy, and he's also there to protect ODM. So when UDA and ODM work together, just know that ODM will definitely be stronger, and opposition will be in trouble, because having UDA and ODM work together, definitely it will make it hard for the united opposition, which today is showing some cracks. Where is Fred Matiang'i? Fred Matiang'i is not as strong or as motivated to run for president as he was some time back. So the united opposition is in trouble, and President Ruto is stronger and stronger as we go into 2026 and 2027. And Luo Nyanza is ready for President Ruto. So for those who thought that President Ruto and ODM will not work together, or Luo Nyanza will not support President Ruto, I am sorry, unless you people find a different strategy. But as it is, Luo Nyanza is ready for President Ruto. Until next time, keep it here on Owen Draw Podcast. Bye bye, folks.